Hi, I'm Mandy, and today I'm going to tell you about the coolest thing in the entire world, especially if you are at a campground kind of in the middle of nowhere like I am at this forest now, and you don't have good cell phone reception, and that is a cell phone signal booster. I knew I needed one of these months ago. Before I started my road trip, it was on my to-do list, and then I looked them up in the big brands, like they are so much, and I was like, this is this is not happening. I have only had this one for a very short period, maybe a week, but I wanted to tell you a little about it because I'm so excited, and this is not a sponsored video. I just have a million nice things to say about it, and a cell phone signal booster in general is a great help at a campground or when you're traveling and you're in places where you don't have great service. So whether it's this brand, which I really like, or any brand, the concept is going to be the same, and I'm going to show you how you can get a cell phone signal booster and use it inside your vehicle at a campground without installation. Out here, I can generally get 5G, but usually only 1 bar. The second I go inside my Venture vehicle and close the door and roll up the windows, I get 4G, like instantly, 4G. And if I'm lucky, I'll get 1 bar. Most of the time, it's 4G, 0 bars. Nothing happens, no service. And it's very frustrating because I work in there. I work in my Venture vehicle, and I eat in there, and I do everything in there. And it's very hard to be forced to come outside just to get cell phone service. And I've done a lot of silly things to try to increase my service. I stick my arm out the window. I drag all my stuff outside. And then you get a lot of onlookers like wondering what the world I'm doing. But it's really important that you can have your doors and windows shut, especially when it's 100 degrees outside and you're trying to keep all the creepy crawlies from the forest, like in the forest and not in your vehicle. For me, it was an absolute must. I have to close my doors and windows. So I just found the best solution, and I wish I would have made this purchase so long ago. Like, my life in the last week since I've had this is just so easier. Like, I'm not constantly having to get out of bed when I'm trying to load a podcast and listen to it, to open all the doors, which turns on all the lights, which wakes me up just to try to stand there for 5 minutes to get reception, and then push play and hope it loads enough that the second I go back inside and close the door, it's not going to shut off. And when I'm editing and trying to upload, oh heavens, like, you cannot upload a YouTube video without one of these things. Like, it will just spin and spin and spin, and you will grow old and become an adorable little old person still waiting for your video to upload so that you can publish it. And like, no one has time for that. No one has time for that. So this is the new me. Like, the new me will always have a cell phone signal booster. So if you're at a campground like I'm at now, you can use a cell phone signal booster without having to install it. I do suggest an install eventually, but if you're not at a point where you can install, or you don't have a ladder and adhesive sealant and RV roof tape and the things you might want to do a really solid installation that is going to last and you don't have to worry about anything flying off, you can still do this. And what's great about a campground if you have an electric campground, is that your power pedestal is going to be solid metal, and the base of the rooftop antenna is metal, and it is meant to stick on top of your roof, but it also will stick right on the top of your power pedestal. And I've had this thing outside in the elements on my power pedestal for a week, and it has poured rain, it has been 95% humidity, it has been really windy. Like, the wind dumped over my outdoor tables, and it ripped my tent stakes up, and it ripped my my rain flies right out of the ground and tangled all the cords. This did not move, so this is actually perfect for a campground setup. There's only a couple pieces to this. You have your outdoor antenna. This will normally go on your roof when you're ready to install it. For right now, I just have it on the power pedestal. Well, when it's not in my hand for me to talk about it. And then you have your indoor antenna. So this one goes next to your phone or your source of whatever internet or cell phone signal, whatever you're using. So outdoor and indoor, and then this goes right in the middle, and this is your power box. Because this is meant to be used while driving and while in a vehicle, it comes with a DC cigarette lighter outlet, and I'm stationary right now. I'm hosting a campground and I'm not immediately going anywhere. So I don't use the cigarette lighter in my adventure vehicle, and because my adventure vehicle is fully electric, I cannot have the vehicle on while I'm not driving. The great news though is that this company sells an adapter so that you can plug it into a normal wall outlet or right into your camping power pedestal in the 20 amp outlet if you have one, and this thing will fire up and you should have all green lights to let you know that it is completely ready to go. Right after I ordered this, I ordered the adapter from the company. So this is obviously here. The adapter is not here yet. So in the meantime, I am powering the device by DC power using my favorite portable power station in all the world. And I'm just plugging it in right there and making sure that outlet is turned on. And this works perfect. So you don't even have to be at a campground that has electricity. If you have any kind of a portable power station, which I've never seen one that doesn't have a DC cigarette lighter, but if it doesn't, if you have the power adapter, which I strongly suggest because then you have a little bit more versatility, you are still totally okay and you can turn this on anywhere. I have a video that walks you through how to do a do-it-yourself shore power, so that if you don't have shore power on your vehicle, like mine does not yet have shore power. So until I get shore power, I'm just kind of improvising, and I've made like a do-it-yourself through the window. So currently I have two surge protector power strips running through my driver's side window, and one goes to the back for all the electronics in the back, and one stays up by the passenger seat, which is where my desk is, to power everything that I need to work. So I placed the outdoor antenna on top of the power pedestal and then placed the cord, just ran the cord through the window with my other two existing cords, so they were all there together and there was already a space for it. And then put the indoor antenna right next to my phone, which is either always on the bed next to my pillow for when I sleep and listen to podcasts, or it's immediately beside me on the desk when I'm working. And those are the only two places I ever use my cell phone. And now I get to use my cell phone with 5G and like full bars. Never have I ever had 5G and full bars. Ever. Like, I could be in the biggest city. I could probably stand at the foot of a cell phone tower. I don't know that I would get full bars. Like, I've never had 5G and 4 or 5er. I don't even know how many bars are possible because I never have it. But with this, I do. While this is not a review video, in case you're curious, this is the Anntlent, and I paid I believe $149 for it and then $10 for the adapter. And some of the bigger models, they're easily $500 and up. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it now because I could probably go on all day. But cell phone signal booster for a campground, super easy. I highly recommend one.